Okay, we're here tonight to come after a fox as usual. Now, we'll probably show you the bit of clip that I sent Emily. Now, one of the farm workers, this is a public right of way by the way, actually at 8:15, 6 days ago, videoed a fox. I think it's a vixen, but I'm not going to put my life on it. Hunting, like I said, 8:15 in the morning, actually on this track, and he drives right up to it. I'm sure we're going to show you in this video, and the fox comes into the rape here. So obviously with this being a right of way, now I could have maybe used the tracks, but I don't want to set myself up next to a right of way and have people walking past me, seeing me with the rifle. There's no point in pushing it down people's throats. So over the last 5 days, I started off with a few dog nuts, started getting it round the corner. Then Joe unfortunately lost one of his chickens, but that's a great big attractor, so I was very happy to go and pick that up for him and bring it over, and I stuck it down where I want to get the fox in a nice safe place for me to shoot, and well out of the view of everybody. And the fox didn't go the first night, but it went the second night. So I then done my good old trick of piling up a few flints. Again, I've talked about attractors to you before, and a pile of flints. In the old days I always put bait next to a tussock of grass or something different. Like I said to you, your dog will always run and look at it, and so will a fox. So I managed to shoot a jackdaw and a pigeon the other day, and I put that there. That went, and I've now been putting the cat food there. Nice fish favoured cat food. They love it, and I stamp it into the ground, and I've checked it every night, and or come back over, checked it, and it's been dug up and it's been eaten. So I put some out about 2 hours ago. Now we are going to drive right past where I want the fox to come, but he's not going to take no notice of a vehicle. This is a farm, working farm. He sees vehicles. If he spends, it'd be like Stress Eric otherwise, if every vehicle put him into a state of panic. So we're actually going to drive right past so we can show you where I've been baiting, and then we're going to set ourselves up to the bottom. We're really early, but that's nice when we're filming. Hopefully we'll see some hares and some bits and pieces for you. And my favourite saying is there's no such thing as being too early, but there is being too late. And it proved it to me 2 weeks ago. I was over on the other side of the farm. I went to set up for a fox at 7:15. There's a hare there. I'd come round the corner of the rape, and the bloody thing was there in the spring barley. I put it in. I thought, I'm in the vehicle. Just like I was saying, it's not going to bother him that much. I sat there for nearly 3.5 hours, and the bloody thing didn't come out. So I was proper hacked off. So yeah, we're here nice and early. It's a good couple of hours at least before it gets dark, and hopefully we should see him. Right, there you go. There's my flints. And as you can see, thankfully, all the cat food is scattered around it still. So he hasn't come yet. So that's pleased me. And Emily's bossing me about. Just simple, just pile a few flints up. Like I said, if you brought your dog out here, most of you got dogs, you boys, and if you brought your dog for a walk, he'd have to go and run and look at that, wouldn't he? So this year, due to the bird flu, this is primarily a few rabbits. Now we was going to bring the 2-2 and ping a couple of rabbits over while we're waiting, but I didn't look. But here's a pair of French partridges. So this year, it doesn't look like we're going to be releasing any reared birds. So, but we love our shooting here, so we're going to hopefully do 2 or 3 smaller but wild bird days. So it doesn't stop my enthusiasm making sure that I get as many foxes as I can now, and again I'll be heavy on them in the harvest, so that as many chicks and poults get away for us to stand a chance of having a few wild ones on the ground. Also, I've mentioned before, we've got lovely lot of hares. We do get stone curlews here, and what have you. So as you can see, from where we first knew where the fox was, I could have got a safe shot, but not a publicly correct shot. So I've now fed him down to the edge of this spring barley here. You can see my little pile of flint still, and this is going to be home for the night, tucked up under these trees. And like I said, we should see a hare or two, might be a deer or two come out. I haven't sat over this side for a few weeks, so when I was over the other side there, I was seeing some heat sources in this area, larger ones. So yeah, might see a muntjac, might see there's a nice little roebuck in here, all to pass the evening away. But I'm actually hoping we'll get this one in daylight, but probably be here till 11 o'clock. Let's see, school night. See you in a bit. Lovely. Yeah, worth getting yourself set up. I've now just dry run where I think the fox is going to come. I've got everything set perfectly so that the shot will be the formality side of it. Hopefully it's all about my fieldcraft of getting this fox into this safe position. I'm sure Emily can zoom in on in a minute and show you where the flint is. It's just on the edge of that spring barley. So thermal spotter, binoculars, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to put a bit of insect repellent on in a minute because I reckon I'm going to get bit, and I won't let Emily have any, so they go all on her and it's double protection. Good tip for anybody who goes out hunting in the warm. Of course, another good thing was when this first spotted this fox, over the last 5 days the wind's gone from this northerly wind. It's now come right round to the south, so we got it right in our face, which obviously is the best. We a little bit crossing, but perfect wind. The fox is never going to scent us, because there is just one thing about this sitting here, and that's why, is sometimes I've had the buggers come out of there right behind me, and that's why I've tended to sit right at that track. But I'm pretty convinced it's going to come out as a run halfway up or out of the right field. Well, that's how I see it, and I hope I'm right. I think we're about an hour off of fox o'clock. I'm still hoping the fox will come a bit earlier. I have had the farmer going on about a bit of rabbit damage, and I have seen a few rabbits here tonight. There's some up in, literally you can see, I've just showed it to Emily. Nobody's got the rabbits they used to have, but to a farmer, that, you know, it's so measurable, you know. They'll tolerate hares and deer feeding out in the fields, they can't see it, but a rabbit feeding on the headlands, you can clearly see the damage. So I won't hammer them all, but I think I've got to take just a few of them out that's down here, keep my mate the farmer happy. It's not just all about fox shooting, but yeah, I'll come back. But no, it's a lovely evening. It's warmer for a change. We've had a lot of cold nights. Nice lot of bird song going on. Keep us entertained. I was sat out the other night and I had a thrush singing its heart out. You know, it's fantastic. I haven't seen any of the stone curlews yet, or heard any. You know, I was sort of on this bit of short stuff. I was sort of kind of hoping we might hear them a bit later as well, if there's any about. But hear the males calling for their females. But yeah, let's wait and see. The main thing I want to do is see this bloody fox come out to my bait. know that we're losing the light, and in daytime mode I could still see the fox easily to kill. But I don't want to be thinking if within 10 minutes it's gone. So I've gone over to night time now, which gives me a nice perfect clear. Obviously I don't need no IR or anything, but yeah, it was just starting to get a bit grainy, so I've gone over to night vision. So now we're set up for whatever time the fox comes. I don't want to be set in daytime mode and then get there and struggle to see it. So now we're ready. There's 2 rabbits in the rape, and every so often they appear. Just once in a while they're like together, and I think here we bloody go, and then all my dreams are shattered as they split up. I'd take them a lot further. I mean, behave. I'd take him a lot further away. He spotted us down here. Maybe the IR, I don't know. Yeah. But he wasn't having none of it.
Did you record?
Yeah. I can't see him.
Well done, mate. I heard it.
Yeah, so did I.
That was a thwack.
Yeah. Oh, he's up there, I'll tell you. Well. Here we go. Oh, I mean, better stop swearing. Yeah, real pleased with that. Yeah, he's right up there. Had to take him a lot further. I can't see him because he's gone down in the rape. He was just facing me, with him being a long way off. You'll see how far when we get up there. Just facing me. I was, I'm so confident in my equipment and myself. I nearly took him. And then he just, I could tell he wasn't having none of it. He must be able to spot the IR, I don't know what he could see. And he turned. I whistled him. He stopped cack, and then he turned right, and then I whistled him again, and I think the rest is history.
Very good.
So that's a fair bit of fieldcraft to get our fox in the right place. 5 days I worked on this, but that is just really how I hunt. I find out where's a fox, and I put a plan in, and don't work all the time. But you'd be amazed how many times it does. Like I said, it's on a public right of way initially, so we had to pull him down. You'll see how, with the video, he's right out there. Can't see him through my thermal, but he's gone down in the rape, so let's go and find him. Oh, that was a nice one. Cool, yeah. No, I thought that was a vixen, but that ain't. That is a cracker of a dog. Look at that, baby. Hey? That's a proper nice one, isn't it? Good, big, healthy dog fox. And we are, like I said, want to have a wild shoot this year. 400 yards that way, the farrowing field. No, that's a cracker. Stinks. I spend my life, I put my hands up like this when I'm waiting with my gloves on, and I think, you've got to wash these gloves, Deano. But what do you reckon, Emily? Pleased with that?
Oh, nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Pleased you managed to hit record.
Yeah. I think what I might do is put the headlights on, because I'd like to have a look at it myself a bit better. Crikey. He spotted us down there, you know. He come out here high, walked down, he stopped, he was looking towards us. Whether he was picking up my IR or even your camera, I don't know. If I'm honest, if you've got your camera now, I'm looking at your face.
Well, I had the screen, so I was going to say to the viewers,
Yeah.
you're not going to see any of Deano on the gun because I had the screen turned down.
Yeah.
To try
But
and
he
avoid
definitely,
that.
you know,
He was out of focus.
you can see just how far away we were, and he spotted us, and he weren't having none of it. And I'd have been really pissed off if I hadn't got a shot at him, but I did. Do you know what? Look at that. He is an old one. Broken tooth. See that? Look, both sides. Almost wore out. He's probably as old as they get. And that's why the bugger was suspicious. And he thought, do you know what? There's something ain't right here. I'm off. And when I whistled, he must have thought I was bringing him a bit more cat food. So he stopped. So I hope you all enjoyed it. We did.